Alrighty guys, welcome back to another stream. Today, as you can see, is going to be some Rockman X3. This time for the Sony PlayStation. This is a game I've covered on my channel a bunch of times. I've done the Super Nintendo version, I've done the Sega Saturn version, I've even done the Windows 95 PC version. And it's been a couple of years since I did that last stream of Megaman X3, and I got the urge to try to track down the PS1 version and see how it compares to, say, the Saturn and PC versions. So I got that in the mail last week. I ran through it once on Twitch. It was extremely rusty because I barely played Mega Man X3 as a kid. It wasn't something I really got into as an adult. And as such, I'm not nearly as familiar with it. I don't have it memorized like the back of my hand like I do with Mega Man X1 or 4 or something like that. Or the classic NES games. So yeah, there was definitely some de-rusting going on, but I think I'll be good to do a fairly breezy playthrough tonight or this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, here on YouTube. So yeah, it's a pretty good version of the game. It's a lot like the Saturn and PC versions, where it's got remixed music, it's got some full motion video sequences, and what's interesting about this version is it actually seems to replicate the original Super Nintendo's resolution. Unlike the Sega Saturn version, which had to crop the image and put borders around the whole thing, which gave it a more narrow looking picture. But the PlayStation version seems to match up with the SNES resolution pretty much 1-to-1. As far as I can tell, I haven't done, you know, straight back-to-back comparisons, but the image compared to my Saturn stream is definitely not as narrow, which is nice. So that's pretty cool. I also think the load times are a tiny bit faster on the PS1 version, although, to be fair, I am playing on a PS2 Slim. I don't know if that speeds things up just a little bit compared to playing on an actual PS1 itself, but this is how I always play my Japanese PS2 games. I have a Japanese PS1. I have a Japanese PS2 system, so I can play both PS2 and PS1 imports. But yeah, it's pretty solid. You can even save your progress, unlike the Super Nintendo original. So yeah, there is you know, a save system, which is quite nice. And yeah, so we're gonna go through the whole thing. I don't think it's gonna take us too long. I mean, you've got your 8 typical Mavericks that you have to fight. You've got different accessories you can try to track down, which will track down all of them. And I'm gonna try to get the Hyper Armor as well. I think that's what it's called. So hopefully we can do that. I did some reading up today to re-figure out how to access that. Yeah, should be a good time. I also have some cool things going on today. I have a Patchy Cam up there in the top left. So as we play, as long as she's here, I will leave this up and you know, let her hang out with us. If I don't have the game beaten in about 2 hours, she's going to start bugging me to feed her, so it's possible partway through the stream I will have to probably have to get up and take a break and feed her. But I don't predict it's going to take us that long. I mean, this should probably be like a 2-hour-long playthrough tops, I would say. However, I do have something fun for the end of the stream, because this is going to be a shorter one. I actually bought a 3DO FZ10 from Japan last week, and it actually arrived in the mail today. So what we're going to do at the very end of the stream is do something completely un-Mega Man X3 related, and we're going to unbox that FZ10 and, you know, see how it looks and whatnot. We're not going to fire it up and play it or anything today. I'm going to do that on Twitch. I'm going to try to, you know, go over there and test a bunch of games and stuff like that. But I will unbox it and show it off to you guys. And I also got a nice 3DO arcade stick that's sitting next to me from Uber Disco earlier this week. So I will show that off as well. But yeah, should be a fun stream. So yeah, with that, I'd like to give a quick shout out to all the patrons and whatnot. So thanks to everyone that's continuing to back my channel via places like Patreon. If you want to support the show and get some content early, consider joining up as a Patreon backer. If you would like to do that, but would rather do it through YouTube instead, also consider joining up as a channel member. So huge shout outs to my current channel members. You know, just like Patreon, you can get content early, but you'll also get these awesome emojis that we're using in chat here, as well as my YouTube video comment section. So, and thanks to everyone that's been doing super chats as well, basically direct donations and whatnot. So huge shout outs to Dad1153, Ian, Deadly Gaming LV, and Fluttershy Stays High 420. who all did generous super chats on our last 2 streams, which was Tekken 6 and Super Mario 35 for the Switch. And shoutouts again to Dad, who did another super chat just now. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Dad. Much appreciated. Jeff Metal 42 also did one before I even started the stream. He dropped a $5 before I even began, which was really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna play some Megaman X3. Let's pick up my controller that fell to the floor, and I'll scroll through chat here real quick before we do that. Yeah, I saw that the first time, Daquan. You don't have to post it twice. I read it, and I know. Yes, there were actually magazine scans of it. You can see it online. It was previewed in magazines, and yeah, it just never materialized. A lot of 3DO games were like that. I mean, there was an Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that was in the works that never materialized as well. There's a lot of stuff like that on 3DO. And Jaguar, actually. So, but, Uber Disco, hey, Carlos, you made it on time. Good to see you, man. The FZ10 was the one you used to play with. Always liked its design, even though there are some who don't like it at all. Well, that's a personal problem, I think, right? Screw them. And Ronnie says, Rockman X3, now with a rockin' new elevator music soundtrack. Yeah, some of the music is a little, I don't know. I do prefer the Super Nintendo soundtrack, but I don't know. I've warmed up to the CD soundtrack. You never beat the final boss, you wonder how to beat him. He's very difficult. He's very, very difficult. Yeah, if you don't use a little bit of a cheat, not really a cheat, but an exploit, a specific strategy, which I'm going to try to use later on in the game. Timu's actually got a really awesome Twitch clip on how to beat the boss, and it's pretty insane. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think he posted it to YouTube. Let me check. Let me go to the Discord. He showed it the other day. It's not that. Okay, yeah, he did post a YouTube video, so I'm gonna post that. This is how you beat Sigma. Good luck replicating it, but yeah, that's how Timu beats Sigma. Yeah, Sigma is insanely difficult in this one. He's very, very challenging. It is entirely possible to beat him without using any special powers or anything. I mean, his first form in particular. The second form I don't think is too bad, but the first form is so aggressive and it does so much damage. It's extremely difficult. So, all right. So let's keep scrolling up here, and let's bring Patchy back into the action. But yes, yeah. PlayStation does support 240p. I mean, Saturn supports 240p as well. The difference is I don't think it goes below like 320 by 240, which is the problem. The Super Nintendo's resolution is smaller than that. Typically, so it might be like, I forgot what it was, 256 by something. I don't know. Let me look it up actually. SNES resolution, but that's a big reason why the Saturn, 256 by 224. That's why the Saturn version has borders on it. Apparently, the Saturn can't go below something like 320 by 240 or something along those lines. So Dad is sick and tired. Tired as a dog, ready to be put down. He watches much of the live stream on Smart TV. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dad. I hope you feel better, man. And thank you again for your donation. Much appreciated. Yeah, sorry to hear you're not feeling too well tonight. And I think that's about it. Midnight Mike, Daquan, Hayes Gray, Aberdeen. How's it going, Aberdeen? Mark M, welcome back. Good to see you. And of course, Uber Disco and Ronnie just typing up a storm. And there's Jeff Metal. And Grayness. Grayness was out there too. Hey, Tanarian. You found your physical Assault Android Cactus copy, so you'll DM me a Steam code. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I totally forgot about it. I'd love to try it. Hey, Society, welcome back. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Hey, Retro Beaver, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah, let's go ahead and start. Well, if we if we can. So I just wanted to make a disclaimer before we actually start playing. My disc has a really bad wear spot on it, and as such, some of the music is actually skipping. And some of the full motion video will actually lock up and freeze the whole game, so we are going to be skipping through the FMV sequences, unfortunately. I mean, they're cool, but you know, you don't really miss a whole lot, honestly, if you ask me. And I have other streams of this game, you know, via PC and Saturn, where I think I play them out. So to avoid having the game potentially freeze on us because of the scratched disc, we're going to skip all those. Hey, Chris Hendricks, Megaman fan himself. I'm doing alright, Aberdeen. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty straightforward stuff. It's another Mega Man X game. We've actually played through the first Mega Man X a couple weeks ago, both the MS-DOS and Super Nintendo versions. And, you know, that was a good time. I always love going back to the first Mega Man X. And, you know, I'm a fan of the other ones in the series, but I don't revisit, say, you know, X3 in particular as often as other ones. So, yeah, it was interesting coming back to it for, you know, this stream here. Doing a practice run on Twitch earlier this week, and then coming back today to do it again. Skipping the intro cutscene. Yeah, that's true, Ronnie. If anyone wants to see the full motion video, there is. You can probably find, like, a exhibition video that just has them, and that's it. Like, all FMV sequences. If there's not, I should make it. I need to start looking up that stuff, because I know there's demand for it, but I'm sure... I mean, this is Mega Man. I'm sure people have done it already. Oops, messed that up. These spike balls here, they basically alternate sides, so you just jump from one side to the other... Rinse and repeat. Nothing too special. But yeah, this is one of the interesting things about this game, and it's a feature I don't really utilize, but you can actually play as Zero in this. You can actually switch to him mid-level. And I took a hit, unfortunately. Not a big deal. You can actually kill this guy in one hit with your sword swipe, which is your third hit on your full charge. But, oh well. I'm not Timu. Do I get compensated for Prime subs on Twitch? I do, yeah. It's the same as a paid sub, yep. But on Twitch, it's a 50-50 split. So, like, a regular paid sub is $5, and I get half of that. So I get $2.50 per regular $5 sub. So it's the same thing with a Prime sub, yep. You prefer the Super Nintendo soundtrack, though? Yeah, I mean, I think most people do. There are some tracks in here that are interesting, but Ronnie made, like, you know, kind of the joke earlier that it's like elevator music. And it really is on certain tracks. Some tracks are better than others, if you ask me. But, you know, it's a matter of taste. I do definitely prefer the Super Nintendo soundtrack, though, you know. It's a little more in line with the earlier Mega Man X games. You know, it's more rockin', you know, because it's got those faux Super Nintendo guitars. This doesn't really have a whole lot of that. So the text skipping in this one is way slower, really. Interesting. This version has a wacky engine. X has an ungodly high regular jump. Really? Really? Okay. Have you tried running these games, Timu? Like the CD versions? I would love to get more information on that. So if you hit select at the password screen, this is not obvious at all. We thought this version did not have save support. But you hit select at the password screen, you can go to this menu, which will allow you to save. So it's actually accessing my memory card right now. And this is my game from earlier this week. I'm going to go ahead and just save over it. I don't really care about it. This is going to be a better run anyway. Makes you sleepy too? Yep. Now, you mess around with this, but you've never run it. Okay. Alright, so I am going to go with the Blizzard guy first, because I can get my first capsule, which is the Air Dash, which is probably the most useful capsule you can get. But then I'm going to go to the guy that gets me the drill, so I can get my arm cannon upgraded. Yeah, she's very cozy right now. But I guarantee you, within like the next 30 to 60 minutes, she'll wake up and just start going crazy like it's feeding time. So if you never played a Megaman X game, you know, you have dash functionality, which makes these games play really fast. And that's one reason why they're super satisfying to play. You can just dash and do some crazy long jumps and just kind of go through the levels quickly. And that's a health canister right there. Your health bar is on the left, and you'll notice it's very tiny right now. We'll get these things called heart tanks, which allow us to increase that health bar permanently for the rest of the game. Sleeping and eating, that's the life for me. Yeah, right? And right now, picking up the health canisters does you no good if your health is full. But we will get these things called sub-tanks later on, which are backup health canisters you can fill up. This right here, after a couple levels in, we can come back here and go and fight Vile. Well, we probably actually won't do it on this level. We'll probably access it through a different stage. Alright, so we're actually getting close to the, you know, our first body upgrade. I'm gonna try to just jump over some... Oops! Wow, that guy just kind of spawned in out of nowhere. So, what I want to do is try to dash at the very edge and then jump, and boom, just like that. It's a very tight jump, and I seem to be getting better at that. I'm much more consistent than I used to be. You get Saber early from the second Doppler stage, and then you do Maverick stages with the Saber. Oh, interesting. Only in the... Yeah, very cool. I'd like to actually see that. Hey, Stexor. Calicos have such cool-looking fur patterns. Yeah, they do. So there we go. So you can actually double tap forward to dash, or double tap up to dash up, but you can also just press the dash button, which is how I prefer to do it. When I was first playing Mega Man X back in the day for Super Nintendo, I'm talking like, you know, early 1994, I would double tap to dash, but, you know, as I got older, I realized it was a lot more efficient and responsive to actually use the dash button. Yeah, this game also has an issue with constant respawns. You know, you take enemies off the screen, then you push the screen back, and it's like they appear instantly. That's both good and bad. It's bad because you'll find that enemies that you just killed will just reappear seemingly out of nowhere. It can be a little frustrating. But it also makes it so you can just grind out on enemies pretty easily. So, and what I'm going to do is come on up here, do a vertical jump, or dash, I should say, to get this sub-tank. So this is our first sub-tank. Now, we are close to the boss fight, so I would like to get my health refilled. Let me come on over this way. Hey, Timo, I actually had a question for you that you probably know the answer to. You know how on Mega Man X, when you dash and do a lemon, or you do a shot, it's like that first shot, that dash shot's apparently more powerful? Does that happen in X3 and X2, or is that just an X1 thing? Alright, I have no life. Whatever, we'll be... I don't know. I'll probably take a hit and we'll have to do the boss over, but we'll try it. It happens in all three, but in X3 doesn't work on bosses. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was going to go all the way against the wall. That always catches me off guard in this guy. So it does on regular enemies, though. See, that's good to know. That's really good to know. Especially in this game, because a lot of enemies in this game are extremely tanky. Oh, it blocked my shot. Still took it. I was gonna try to vertical dash. I should have just dashed to the right. You ruined your own joke being a bad speller. Good job. At least you tried. Buffalo's weapon on most grounded enemies actually forces a health drop. Oh, really? Okay, no, I didn't know that. Actually, you know what? I think he told me that a couple of years ago, but I play so many damn games, I completely forgot. Yeah, that's one of the complaints some people have with X3, myself included, is that a lot of the bosses are pretty derpy. They just go from one side of the screen to the other, and it just involves you just dashing and jumping back and forth, and that's it. But to be fair, there are some really challenging bosses in this game, especially late into the game. And on that note, I'm going to be trying to use just my Buster for most bosses in this game, but there are a couple of main Mavericks that, like this guy right here, it's a pain in the ass to deal with without specific attacks. So let's go ahead and do this guy next, because again, I want his drill to get my upgraded arm cannon. Okay, right on to Nerian. I'll be sure to check it later. Silent Bomber, huh? Interesting. That's the PS1 game, right? I'm pretty sure. I actually found it funny. I was reading a, it must have been like the Wikipedia page or something. There was a bit saying how, like, Megaman X3 has much more strategy than the other games, because you can't just run and gun your way through the game. And I look at the enemies in this game, and I just kind of facepalm to that comic. And I'm like, all this does is just slow me down. It doesn't make it more interesting. And Mega Man X3 also has a lot of repetitive enemies. There's a lot of reused enemies in this game. So yeah, it's not a favorite of mine, but like I was saying earlier with the music, like the game as a whole, I've warmed up to a lot. I used to just really dislike this game. Guys like Timu have helped me see the light side of this game, giving me good information on it and whatnot. And apparently, according to Timu, it's a fantastic speedrun game. For those of you guys that are into that. Yeah, speaking of Mega Man X in general, Timu, I'm going to have to go back and do another run of X6 sometime soon. I haven't done that in several years now. So that'll be fun. Need to give X6 some love. Way better speedrun game than a casual game. Yeah, right? This guy actually knocks you off the wall. Either when he slams into it, or he just touches the ceiling. So, not my favorite dude to fight in the game. Another good reason to get the air dash first. There we go. It's an ambitious game? I don't really know about that. I don't really see how it's any more ambitious than X1 or X2, but alright. I'll pretend like I understand. Alright. Timo runs all three with impeccable movement. Yes, true story. He's amazing at these games. So this guy does have a couple of patterns that can catch you off guard. He can actually sort of turn invincible for a short period of time. And then he's also got these shoulder drills that come out. So while sometimes he just kind of goes back and forth like this, you do have to watch out for, you know, whether he actually goes all the way across the screen or not. See, there he goes. When he goes flashing like that, that's when he's invincible. And again. Ooh, nice. You can replay Tron Bon. Oh, ended up playing Steamboat Chronicles on PS2 instead. Cool game. Interesting. I never played much of Tron Bon. Always wanted to. It looked pretty fun. Except EA Sports games. Well, they were ambitious when, you know, they were old. Uh-oh, there she is. What you doing, little girl? Hello. Patchouli. You look tired. It's like, of course I'm tired, dummy. I just woke up. I actually meant to save it, but completely forgot. Hey, Boston Burf. Oh, actually, it might let me save it after this. Boston Burf, I saw that you've been streaming a little bit lately. It's cool to see that. Well, I don't have much say in the view, society. Ideally, she faces this way. But, you know, I can't help which way she's turned. His weakness was soap. Yeah, right? Bubble Man. Alright, what do I want to do next? Alright, so I want to come to this guy. This is going to give me my arm cannon upgrade. So what I'm going to do is come up here first. And... oops! Let me grab this. Coming up like that. There's our second sub-tank. Oops! Alright, so we are not using a turbo controller, so all the mashing you see is actual mashing. That's how I love to play the Megaman X games. Very satisfying. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to the drill, which we can actually do with the shoulder keys. And we're going to bust this open. Alright, we also needed the air dash for that, which will give us our arm cannon upgrade. Mash, 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 mash. That's right, Jeff. Hey, Mike. So everyone's been respecting your gameplay, Timu? Hey, Adrian and Dasan. So with this upgraded arm cannon, I can actually charge up 3 times now. It's a little inconvenient, but what I like about it is I can be on a wall and just mash it like that, and it does this really powerful spread shot. And that's actually how I beat Sigma's first form pretty easily. As long as I get the double dash, of course. Whoa, what happened there? Timu. I think we just glitched out. Boss and Burst got old man hands. I can't unleash my my charge. I've never seen this before. No, I want to see how long it goes on for. Oh, great. We have to fight this guy without a charge. I might have to actually try to fix it. Honestly, sometimes it's easier fighting some of these guys without the charge, because then you don't have to worry about timing your attack. It just takes longer. I mean, this is actually how I beat Sigma without my dash exploit. Oops. Uh-oh. Go ahead and use what little sub-tank we have. Oh, that might have actually fixed it. No, it didn't fix it. Holy crap. I'm stuck with it. That's great. Oh, I might have to switch to another weapon like Timu said. That's right. I didn't do that. I just used my sub-tank. I don't know. I'm gonna roll with it for now. We'll see if it lasts all the way to the end of the level, because, you know, I'll oftentimes just use my regular shot on the boss fight anyway, because of how this guy works. Nice. Alright, next heart tank. Get a small health boost. Hey, you cleared the jump on the of the platform in the front door. What about it? You can't do that on SNES. Oh, okay. Interesting. See, this guy likes to do these projectiles constantly, and I can just smack him over and over with just my regular shot. Yeah, X3 on PlayStation and Saturn, they do not have US releases. Although the PlayStation version was released in Europe, which is interesting. Apparently it's very expensive over there. Yeah, Super Nintendo and PC were the only platforms in the 90s that got Megaman X3. And the other reason we're doing the PlayStation version right now is because I've already done the Saturn and Super Nintendo and PC versions on my channel. So this will pretty much finish up my Mega Man X3 series. I'll have every version of it on my channel. These things don't get crazy views or anything, but there's the occasional person out there that really likes to see the differences between the different versions, and by being able to stream all of them one by one here and there, you know, we get them archived so people can go back and look at them and check them out. So so I've got the drill. I'm gonna go ahead and come on here and fight this boss. Alright, we have to skip through this because I think this was actually one of the clips that froze on me. So I have to be careful about that. Yeah, this is one of the music tracks that freezes or skips. It's my CD. And look at that, we can actually come down the vial. So we'll go ahead and do that too. Yep. No backseat driving, VJ. And no, I'm not going to do that. Thank you. The more you guys tell me how to play, the less likely I'm going to do it, too. FYI, for those of you guys new to my stream. So Vial has two phases. First one just starts off really basic like this. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Alright, second phase. Oops, I always fall for that, at least once. I guess I can do that. Yeah, this is a terrible fight. I wish I had time to practice this game more, do more than one run of it before leading up to this stream, but no time. I was lucky enough to get one run in. Hey, Robert, what's going on? Alright, now we have to escape, which isn't too hard. I will take this, though. Since we did lose a life earlier. Oh, come on, man. Alright, good deal. You briefly played the 32-bit version of X3 years ago. Might have been a good title for 3DO. I don't know how it would have performed. 3DO had a tendency of struggling with some of those 2D games. But I would have liked to have seen a version, for sure. I would have liked to have seen how it would have run before making that determination. That is a shame it never came out. You just put the RAM cart in and you play like you normally would, Jeff. Yeah, it handles them just fine. Alright, so we have a heart tank over here. Just like that. This game is so ambitious. So ambitious they just give you power-ups right out in the open. It's so ambitious. There's so many upgrades in this game that are just like right out in the open. They require no thought to get to. Oh, let me actually come this way. So one of the armor upgrade's actually up here, but I don't have the proper ability for it. It is possible to get the double air dash and get it early, but I don't have that, so we're not going to do that. And we're not going to be getting any of the pink capsules in the beginning, because I'd like to try to get the hyper armor, since I did not do that on my last playthrough. Well, yeah, Dad, but that's not really why you buy them. You buy them because they let you play ISOs without having discs. But yes, they bypass the region protection too. Yep. So I don't actually have any of these items. So we'll have to come back here later, unfortunately. You get items that allow you to man some mechs, and you can smash through walls and stuff like that. For this part, I think we end up smashing through the floor. Which will give us our last sub-tank. It'll probably be the last by the time we get it. No, it'll be the last. We already have 3. Oh, no. You played the Jurassic Park game? That was one of the worst games of that generation. Unless you played the Sega CD version and confused it for 3DO. Because that one's actually decent. I'm gonna go ahead and use my sub-tank. I'd rather keep my lives, because I don't have that many. I guess this is what I should do. You can eye in a PC Engine Duo in great condition on eBay. I think you're just going to wait for the analog. Yeah. The analog Duo will be a lot easier, for sure. Definitely 3DO. You play the hell of the Sega CD game. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, the 3DO Jurassic Park is a horrendous experience. Yeah, Brandon, me too. Yeah, it's a very solid sort of point-and-click adventure game. Jurassic Park 3DO is like this hodgepodge of really bad minigames. Yeah, it's not a good experience. Yeah, definitely get a satiator to Sun or something like it. Hey, Vince! Vince is out there. Let's go ahead and save it. But yeah, I have a satiator and the RAM cart works just fine. There you go, Jeff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely go for it, man. Alright, so, I mean, I've got the, man, I don't know. I don't even know what I've got. What have I got? No clue. Let's go with this guy next. Yeah, I mean, Tenarian with a lot of these systems, pretty much every system that has a flash card, there is at least one game expensive enough to justify the price of the flash card. Alright guys, you want to see some real ambition right here? This is some serious stuff, man. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm eating my own words right now. I guess I have to defeat a specific Maverick first. Because all these boxes are blocking my way. Normally they don't block my way when I get here. Oops. It's nice to see there are some, you know, effects like that in place. X1 was good with that, where, like, you'd beat one level, then it would change the look of other levels, and it looks like that actually still happens in X3 to an extent. So ambitious, dude. Although, is it ambitious if other games in the series prior did it already? I don't think so. I don't think that qualifies as ambitious. But what I can get is this. If I can do it right. There we go. F. That's the frog suit. All right. So, I really don't want to use the frog suit right here. Oh, I don't actually... I can't use it until after I beat the level. Ha! It's not letting me. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I might not be able to do it until I go to that one stage. See, I'm still learning stuff about this game. Connecting the dots. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oops, did not want to do that. I pressed R by accident. Yeah, you can actually bash through these walls later on to take you to a pink capsule, but we're not gonna go for that. Doom Eternal DLC? I have not. I actually bought it back in October, but I have not played it. Has it even been 2 years since you've been watching? I don't think so, Uber Disco. It's definitely been over a year, but I don't think it's been 2 years yet. So this guy can turn invincible too. You've watched so much, though, that it's probably felt like 3 years, honestly, if not more. You've been one of my most consistent, regular viewers over this last year and a half, at least. Oh, are you serious? I touched that. Come on. Yeah, that's... I know, Douglas. I just came to that conclusion. But thanks, I guess. Besides price points, space also has to do with you going digital. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I don't like having a whole room full of, you know, physical games. I feel like it's just a waste of space. Man, how am I not dodging that? Don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of physical stuff related to video games. But that has definitely been one good aspect of flashcards for me, is not having to have walls and walls of games. It sucks. That sucks. And you like your Jag collection. Yeah, that's one of those where if you ever sell it, you'll probably never get it back. Man, I gotta say, I'm super freaking tired right now. Like, I'm at the point where I don't even feel like playing. You know what I should have also done too is, and I've been doing this more recently, is going through my XRGB3 straight into my data path capture card instead of going through the FrameMeister. I'll do the FrameMeister if I'm just playing one game, but I'll usually do the XRGB3 to data path combo if I'm playing more than one game. That way my Elgato doesn't crap itself when we switch sources. But the perk to going through the XRGB3 is that I run that into a CRT, so I basically feel like no input lag. And I do feel a little bit on the FrameMeister. I also find that playing games on the CRT now, it's easier on my eyes. I don't know if that makes any sense, but when I'm staring at like a LCD or LED screen, it just, I don't know, I feel like it causes more strain on my eyes. Whereas the CRT, I don't really have as many problems, especially when I'm tired already. Oh, man. Well, I mean, there might be a time, Dasan, where, like, it becomes worth selling, even though you like the collection a lot. Like, Jag games might go up to a point where it's just, it's hard to resist, you know? But for now, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I mean, I do have collections of some things. Like, I've got big box PC games that are worth, like, $100 a piece, you know? They weren't always that price. I bought them when they were probably 30. So needless to say, like, a lot of them have jumped up in price a lot. Let's see. Let's do this one. So yeah, I totally hear that. Yeah, the value of your games will definitely go up over time. And even if they do you still want to sell them? Like, even though I've got PC games that are worth decent money now, like, I don't really want to get rid of them. I like them, you know? That's why I bought them to begin with. I just wish I had jumped on it a little bit earlier, because stuff that I really want still, like Quake and Duke Nukem 3D and Shadow Warrior, they're all 3 figures and up, you know? Wolfenstein 3D, Heretic. If I want to buy those 5 games alone, it's going to be like $700. It's ridiculous. Freaking redonkulous. I can still play the games, and I do. You know, I've got disc versions, or I've got cased versions, whatever. I just don't have the big boxes. I think Timu said something about somebody's always dropping health? I think this is the wrong guy. This is always giving me weapon power-ups back. I think it's... which one was it, Timu? If you're still there? The Seahorse guy? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I thought it was Frost. Maybe not. Oh well, who cares? Yeah, look at those respawns. It's SNES only? Well, look at that, new discovery. That's hilarious. I mean, let's try it again. So it is Frost, right? That's what I thought. It's only weapon power-ups. I mean, that's kind of good to know, too, if you want to refill your weapon power, but it's not really my goal right now. All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Acid drops ammo. Well, maybe acid in this one drops health. Yeah, it could be. We'll try it when we get it. So this is actually where we get our first mech, and I wasn't even thinking about the whole mech aspect when I got into this. So we fall on down here. Go ahead and use our drill here. Another reason why you want the drill. Alright. Now we have access to it. Yeah, oops. I was looking at Desan's chat. Yeah, and it's good. Archetype Dimensions is good, man. It's not 100% faithful to the arcade games. There are some slight mechanical differences, but no, it's worth it. Definitely. Let's go ahead and get another heart tank. Alright, see you, Tenarian. It's good to see you again. I'll check Steam later tonight. Thanks again for that. I appreciate it. Hey, Nikon? Glad you enjoy it. I'm glad she stayed in one place for more than 5 minutes. Oops, I got stuck. I didn't mean to do that. Man, I am just not playing well today. Not playing well at all. Blue light and its effects on children. Human eyes are fully developed by age 6, but brain development continues until around age 25. Still cleaning yourself, Julie? All right. Now she's just on vacation. And our bones fuse at age 65. Oh, man. Tiredness is showing its effect in you. Yeah, it is, man. I have, It is. Alright, so I've got the frog suit. I can actually come here and do this. Blast Hornet always gives you trouble. Yeah, he's tricky. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with him. There are a couple of bosses in this game, though, where I definitely use the weaknesses on them. Which is actually very interesting, because when I play, you know, Megaman X1 or X4, I don't really use the weaknesses on bosses. I just kind of play normally. But X3 I'm definitely not as good at. Oops. Look at that, another heart tank right out in the open. It's like they don't even care. It's just like, hey! Not much exploration actually needed. No brain power needed. Our daily habits and benefits ruin our faces until age 65 because they affect bone development. Really? Oh man. That's depressing. Puberty tells our bodies to stop growing. Oh, okay. Hey, Scruff. I do like this tune, yeah. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. Try it again. You have to hit the fire button. You get a heart tank, you get a heart tank, and you get a heart tank. You can see this guy is really slow on land, but he's much better underwater. Splash! Oops. So I don't really need to do this, but I'm just gonna show it to you. Godzilla vs. King Kong will be the best movie ever. Don't get your hopes up too much, Aaron. You might end up disappointed. Like I was with Godzilla 2014 or whatever it was. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I can come up here and get the pink capsule. Woo! Which is my, you know, double air dash. I'm not going to. Man, I was so disappointed with that movie. Splash! Alright, let's just fall right back down. Ow. You have faith, okay. That's on you. I hope it, you know, for your sake, Aaron, I hope it's good. I'm stuck. It's floating too high. spikes there. I actually fell for that on Twitch earlier this week. 3 times in a row, because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, I think it's ice that works on this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh yeah! It is a beginner's trap, yep. So what you're saying, Timu, is if you chop off a little kid's wee-wee, they're gonna grow up to be 6'5". So if you want your boys to be good basketball players, make it so they can't breed. Okay, gotcha. I have no idea, Jeff. No clue. All right. So we'll go ahead and do this one next. Or just have him play basketball every day. But what if he ends up being like 5'2"? Alright. Ah, stop running into crap. Alright, so what I want to do is switch over to this, charge it up, smash the ground like a badass, and then hit H for something. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And we'll get this. Select N for normal, I guess? I don't know. It probably stands for something else. Another heart tank. Whee! Smash that. And I think this is a pink capsule. So I don't want that. And your mech despawns just as fast as enemies respawn. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Deadly! And of course, for the tune that you don't like, it starts skipping. It doesn't want you to enjoy it. Man, look at those hitboxes. Yeah, his attack here has some sort of like magnetic property to it. It like sucks you in or pushes you away. I don't know, it's confusing. Ow. I like it when checked. It's weird though. It's interesting. It's different. It's not the usual, you know, random dude trying to give me every single tip he knows about Megaman X3 just because, like, it makes him feel good. I like having these normalized conversations. Not normalized, but, like, you know, non-video game conversations. And I admit, when I play games like these, like, I get all, like, the unsolicited tips just out of nowhere randomly. It's like, oh, come on, people. Hey, Monolith, what's going on? Stayed home today to get rest. Got the second Pfizer shot yesterday. Nice, man. Are you feeling fine? I know for some people that, you know, they've had some issues with the second shot. Others have been fine, though. Gotta drop those knowledge bombs. Knowledge bombs. Yeah, I swear, Timu, it's no joke. I think every X3 stream I've had has had some form of backseat driving. It's like, does anyone understand the concept of just, like, sitting back and enjoying the stream and chatting with people normally? Like normal human beings? I don't know. Maybe not. I guess not. You've only received your first shot so far. Uber disco. Recovering from a hangover. I'm jealous. Hey, Monterance. Let's play Mega Man 2 and Genesis Mini. Wily Wars. Nice. Wanting help with this brutal game. Well, I know how to get through this brutal game, VJ. That's why I'm streaming it. This isn't my first time playing. It's far from it. Oh, he went backwards. Sneaky little bastard. Yeah, the backseating can get pretty bad for RPGs. Patchouli, what are you doing? What you doing, girl? Uh-oh, it's that time. It's 6 p.m. Alright, I think I'm gonna feed my cat. Well, the Mega Man X games, Mike, they do have usually more nuanced things to them that aren't obvious. Like how to get Zero Saber, you know, being able to chop Vile's arms off or whatever, you know? Or just, you know, kill Vile, which unlocks a different boss fight later on and blah blah blah. There's a bunch of stuff like that people like to talk about. Dad is feeling sick, Aberdeen, so he actually wrote something in the beginning saying that he's probably not going to be chatting, but he'll be lurking until he falls asleep. Yeah, and you know, Timu, like, I don't mind talking about that stuff if you approach it a specific way, but how a lot of people do it is they just drop the knowledge bomb out of nowhere, and it's like, you know, without being provoked. Like, without me being like, hey guys, how do you like to progress through this game? Maybe I should just ask questions like that more often, but I don't know, it comes off as fake to me, because honestly, I don't really care. I don't really care how you play through the game. All I care about is that I'm having fun playing the game. That's why... the reason why my channel exists. I like playing games, and here I am playing games for you guys. I'm doing what I like. I don't care how you play games. I care about how I play games and enjoy them. And how I play them and enjoy them is by other people not telling me what to do while I'm playing them. But yeah, if I was just feeling in the mood and I was like, what are your favorite routes? What do you like best about this game? And people started talking about all that weird stuff, or, you know, I'd be like, all right, that's awesome. But, you know, a lot of times, again, it's unprovoked and they drop it out of nowhere. That's what bothers me. So, but, alrighty guys, I'm gonna feed my kitty. And after I feed my kitty, there's a good chance she'll come back in. So I will be right back. I'm going to actually mute the audio because I don't know if it's going to get copyright claimed. It probably won't, but just in case. Yeah, no problem, VJ. Well, I'm glad you stuck around, because some people, I'll be like, hey, no backseat driving. Some people will get fed up and they'll just leave right away. So thanks for sticking around. We stream once a week here, typically, usually this time, every week. Sometimes I double up on the streams. I'll do a stream Friday or Saturday night as well. But yeah, again, this is the PlayStation version of Rockman X3. It's an actual copy of the game. I did buy it recently. It's the best hits version, though. This actually normally came in a fat case. I'll show you what a fat case looks like. So it normally came in one of these types of cases when it first released. But on the re-release, which was a cheaper version of it, it came in a standard jewel case. So, but yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go feed my kitty. You want to eat? You want to eat, Julie? Come on, mate. No. What are you doing? So what are you doing? Come on. Come on, let's eat. Come on. All right. Oh man, all right. So I'll leave the patchy cam on because I have a feeling she's gonna come right back in. She loves it when I'm in here streaming. She'll hang out with me pretty much the whole time if I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mike. Yeah. I am very much the same way. Okay, so we can come here. We do want to get all the items if we can. So we will come here. There's a heart tank here, I believe, that I missed. Pizza today? No. I try not to eat that stuff very often, Aberdeen. Because I'm a diabetic that does a terrible job of watching what I eat, and because of that, I can't really eat things like pizza because I'm usually already doing pretty poorly with my diet to begin with, and if I do that, it's basically like death. It's not good. Yeah, so pizza is a once in a while thing for me, and it's just something I shouldn't even do to begin with. Period. Right now, at this point in my life. So, alright, I got the heart tank, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit out. How much does the armor reduce damage in this? I think it's like by half or something like that. It's a lot. Yeah, I think you're right, Timu. Yep. Her sugar gets low. Yeah, see, my problem is the opposite. My sugar's way too high. Unfortunately, so... Yeah, Timo, I looked it up right before starting the stream, and I'm pretty sure it's 50% for the regular armor. And then, yeah, like you said, it's more for the gold armor. I am actually really annoyed that this disc is skipping, because the seller was in like B+ grade position or condition position, and also one side of the case was also sun faded, which I don't think was shown in the auction. I wanted to double check it. I was very disappointed. And I think the disc had already been resurfaced too. I looked at it and I could see like radial scratches, which made me think it went through like a buffing machine. You have to look at them in light, but they're there. It's like I would have paid a few dollars more for a better copy had I known. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I touched the very tip of edge spikes and I died. Thanks, Don. No, I'm not sending it back, man. I'm just gonna live with it. I'm gonna go try to get it resurfaced at my shop, though, and see if that helps. Or I might just keep it as is. I don't know. I really hate these, like, easily respawning enemies. It's very irritating. Alright, where is it? It is this one. Here we go. Hey, Arthur, welcome. Hey, Leo, good to see you, man. What capture card am I using? This specific moment, I'm using an Elgato HD60 Pro. And I'm going to be switching out to a DataPath HDMI card in within the next week or so. I received it in the mail last week, but I haven't installed it yet. Sometimes I also run into a DataPath E1S for RGB stuff. But today we're using my FrameMeister upscaler into the Elgato. Hey, see ya, Nihilist. Take care, man. Good to see you as always. Well, I mean, Dasan, a lot of companies just don't test games at all. I mean, I don't blame them. You should see the volume of games we get at my store. There's no way in hell we're testing those, you know? Now, like, $500 games, yeah, that's one thing, but your average game is, you know, 10 to 20 bucks. No one's gonna sit and pop them in and test them. It's unreasonable to do so. I'm trying to remember. So we already did everything there. We already did everything here. Oh, that's right. I have to go back here. So we can actually get a helmet upgrade, which will tell us. It'll give us a map of each level. Hey, babe. Come here, babe. Come here. Yeah, the helmet will tell you where the special items are in the levels, and it'll also give you, before you select the stage, it'll actually tell you, you know, what items are in it, and which ones you've gotten, which ones you haven't. So it's pretty neat. Alright, just like before. Oh, we were gonna also check with the acid guy. I think we might have just figured it out, Timo. Acid, I think, gives you health in this one. Oh no, it's not guaranteed. I didn't get anything that time. What the hell? So I guess it's just guaranteed weapon energy. Unless it's a different sub-weapon. Well, that sucks. Disappointing. Use the same power-ups for multiple items in this. Yeah, I agree. The whole mech thing seems kind of like undercooked, if you ask me. It's like you only need 2 to get, you know, some of the items. It's like, what's the point of the other 2 then? There's no point. A waste of cartridge space. That's the point. Like I said, I think the intentions were good, but some of the stuff is definitely undercooked in this game. Chat glitch? What are you talking about? There we go. No, it's working. You have a scratch copy of the Raiden project, for instance, that plays fine on your PS2. Never loads on your PS1. Interesting. Yeah, definitely, Leo. I'm gonna do the update all script very soon. Maybe even later tonight. Because we're not too far from the end of the game. We probably have another 40 minutes of gameplay, if that. Yeah. Timu got a double post. Did he? Oh, he said not gonna lie. Oh. Yep. Yeah, man. When your channel gets to a certain point, you're pretty much guaranteed to get dislikes. I had a dislike before the stream even started. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, so I've got everything there. The pink capsule, don't need it. Life up, I did not get it. because we were actually blocked from getting it on that one. That was kind of lame, but it's okay. It might still be blocked, but we'll see. Yeah, the pink capsule's at the end, but I'm not gonna bother with that. There we go, right out in the open. Let's go ahead and quit. I don't need the pink capsule. Yeah, you're right, Mike. You know, it's hard to realize that, though, for some people, myself included. Like, you start seeing dislikes, and you're like, oh my god, no one likes what I'm doing, ah! That's a reason why I think positive comments in particular really help things on a channel. Especially channels that don't get a lot of comments, is they really help balance out the negativity you see via things like dislikes and whatever. Okay, so man, I'm trying to remember where I want to go. Oh, that's right. It's here. That's what I thought. Thanks, VJ. You feel responsible. You got 2 extra dislikes just by talking about dislikes. Well, what those retards don't know is that dislikes do actually help me. You might bruise my ego for, you know, 10 seconds, but you're actually helping my channel get boosted up in the old algorithm. So, thank you for those dislikes. I do appreciate it. I can't give you belly rubs on the floor because I gotta play this game. Hey, thanks, Mario. Thanks, Grisius. The one dislike right now is from a cat hater. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't... Sorry I had to come here again. I didn't realize the last item I needed was at the end of this level. Otherwise, I wouldn't have quit out earlier. So, that was my fault. So Leo, the Megaman X Collection X3 is the PlayStation version. It's the PS1 game, which is obviously similar to the Saturn version. Saturn version has special borders around, you know, the whole screen. Yeah, emulates the Super Nintendo version with tons of input lag! Yay! Alright, I think that is it. Yes, I just realized I haven't even switched to 0 once. Hey, thanks, Aberdeen. Now, you don't get the original save screen in the PS2 version. It switches over to this 480 interlaced, you know, new save screen. New save menu screen. Alright, I think that's everything. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I mean, there's some pink capsules I could show off, but I don't really need to. I don't feel the need to. So, yeah. Alright, the Doppler stages. Nothing but quality content. Well, thanks a lot, Society. Timu, since you are here, I will ask. And this is where backseat driving is okay, because I'm asking. Is to get the gold armor, you just have to have everything, right? You don't have to have full sub-tanks. Like, I don't have to fill my sub-tanks up, do I? And we're gonna have some walls here that crush me. Potentially. But also full health. Okay. Yawn. Yeah, we got it. Hell yeah. Alright, so this is our hyper armor? Something like that? Yeah, exactly, Timo. That's where the ice would come in handy. Not anymore! Yeah, and you know what, Leo? I don't think I really appreciated this game until I played the Super Nintendo version. For one, I originally played the Saturn version, and, you know, it takes up less of your TV because of, you know, the borders. So the Super Nintendo version, for one, had like a wider image, which was nice. But two, I preferred the soundtrack of the Super Nintendo one. You know, it was more in line with Megaman X1. And, I don't know, it just felt right on that Super Nintendo controller. Alright, so this dude can be pretty tough. See, now we have the double air dash, which is so good. Makes life so much easier. If you try to do these fights without it, it's a lot harder. Nice. This is one of the rentals that was never in at Blockbuster. I do wish I rented this back in the day. I probably would have appreciated it more. But there was a point in time where I kind of just stopped renting games. I think it was around the time that this game came out, which was, for us in North America, I think it was like 96. I think one of the last games I remember renting was something like Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo and Doom on Super Nintendo. Saving my progress at this point doesn't really do me any good because it always starts you off at Doppler 1. So... And I read earlier that apparently it doesn't save your gold armor. Chung! Yeah, no, X2 is... I think X2 is definitely a better game than X3. And X2 was actually one of those ones that I missed out on back in the day. And then when I tried playing it on the PS2 collection, for some reason I didn't really care for it. But going back to it a couple years ago and playing it, I think right after X3, I actually ended up enjoying it a lot. There's clearly a lot more care and effort put into X2. It also does more with its, you know, its processor that's built in. Better visual effects and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll do this one. X1 is the best, yeah, I agree. There are two things Timu and I can agree on. It's the quality of Mega Man X1 and the quality of Mega Man 4 on NES. X3 was delegated to a B team, basically. The main Capcom teams was hard at work with X4. Ah. Well, that explains things. For $4? Yeah, that's worth it, man. I love X4. You know, it's like a $15 or $20 game now. Like, complete in box, so, I mean... That makes perfect sense. Disc only being $4. I mean, most places, I would think, would probably sell a disc-only copy for, like, $8 or $9. So if you can get one for $4 and it's working, it's good. X6 is poorly designed, but what I like about it is that it's interesting. I play games like X3... And I don't like talking about X5 because Timu's in my presence. But he knows how I feel about X5. There are some Mega Man games I think are just boring, and there's a couple that fall into that category. X6 is very poorly designed, but there's so many different sequence breaks and different ways you can play through the levels that it's at least interesting. And it's also very difficult, so it's a good challenge. And so I actually rate X6 higher than a bunch of others in the series because of that. Oh man, this is so much easier with the double dash. I've never been able to stomach X7 though. I will definitely give you that one 100%. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. X8. Yeah, I've never finished X8 either. Chris Hendricks actually sent me a copy on PC. And I feel bad because I still haven't finished it. One of these days I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking maybe I'll do the X Legacy Collection version of it, because apparently it runs better and it looks nicer. Well, yeah, no, that's, I totally know what you mean, Timo. I know what you mean, man. Yeah, we actually hardly agree on everything. But we respect each other's opinions at least, you know, so, and that's cool. I mean, who cares if it's just the bare bones CD, Carlos? If you're trying to play the game, you don't need the box. The box doesn't enhance the experience. It just boosts your ego for a little bit, you know? Gives you a little dopamine hit. See that box in your shelf? Or I should say you get it in the mail, you unpackage it, you unravel it, you make a little room between some other CDs in your shelf, you slip it right in, makes a smooth little sliding sound, I guess, or something. And your brain's like, ooh, I need more of that. Give me, fuck, man, give me more of that shit. I need it. I'm fiending for it. That's what your brain's saying. I need more game cases. And thousands of dollars later, your brain is still asking for more. Sounds like anything familiar, guys? This is oddly sexual. It's not how it's meant, Uber Disco. Yeah, I agree, Nani. That was my experience with X7. I am going to go back eventually and beat the game and try to stream it here, but I keep putting it off because I'm just not looking forward to it. It's one of those games I legitimately don't want to play, but I'll probably force myself through it eventually. CD cases, man, it's a hell of a drug. Hey, brah, pass me the Saturn long box cases. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that does it. Ooh. There we go. I didn't accidentally run into spikes that time. He loves X7. I mean, like I said, I'm willing to give it another try, but I don't have faith I'm gonna love it or anything. That's a good question, Monolith. I don't know why. We get to fight Vile again. In a bigger arena. It's a little bit different, but not much different. Ah, shit. Why did I do that? And I did it again. And again. Super lazy. Yeah, that's probably wise, Timo. Just don't play it at all. Let's go ahead and use some energy. I don't feel like doing this again. This is my last life, too, so it's actually good that I use one. I think this is my worst fight so far. This is horrible. Oh well. That's what I get for not practicing more. I just don't remember the pattern like I used to. Hey, Die Hard. The jewel case allegedly derives its name from its Phillips designer, Peter Dudson, who named it the jewel case because he claimed it was the perfect case design. If only. Not only does it crack easily and the hinges break, but the spindles crack and the cases get scuffed and the little tabs on the inside of the case scuff up the edges of the manuals. Definitely not the perfect design. Yeah, Leo, I think what I'm gonna do is just see if there's a way to crack the PS3. Like, why do I want to give Sony money if they're not gonna show me that they're gonna, you know, make those games available in the future? I'm just giving them money and throwing it away. I mean, I guess it's not the greatest way to look at it, because I can still technically play the game for a little while, until whenever my PS3 dies, and then I'm screwed. You can soft mod a PS3. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the route I'll go at this point. It's like, why am I going to give Sony my money if, you know, they're not going to make the effort to keep these things available? Yeah, Jadel, I think July this year. And then PS Vita is August. Yeah, that's how I operate, Carlos. You know, I try to support the modern games industry. For anyone that knows me, you know I have massive digital libraries. And the second you take that away, I stop supporting it. You get no money from me at that point. And I actually purchased some PS3 games recently, digitally, on the PSN shop. Remember last year I did some PS3, like a PS3 shmup stream. I bought a bunch of games just for that alone. Yeah, same here, Leo. So this is the refight. We have to refight all the bosses. It took you a while to get it working though. That's a bummer. This is why this boss is dumb. Really emphasizes you using the weakness. Wait, did what a couple years ago, Leo? Oh, X3, yeah. I did the Japanese version years ago. It's still fairly affordable. It's like a $25 or $35 game. That's if you absolutely have to have a real copy. I would just recommend paying up for a really good flash card or getting something that can just play a ROM. Like a Super NT or a Mister or FX Pack Pro. You gonna lick my finger? She's like, what are you doing? Good girl, Patchouli. My balls are old and failing, much like my hard drives. It's actually a really bad strategy going from one side to the other. I still can't fight this guy worth a damn. They have one, Society. It's called a PC. You're welcome. Yeah, this is true too, Leo. Yeah. Mister's getting pretty close for pre-95 stuff. Ow. Is that all of them? Ah, there's still one more. Come on. This part of the game is such a drag. Ow. I did it again. There we go. It's ambitious. I was like, what? Okay. Sure. Dude, why am I still getting hit by these things? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Gary. Alright, so this is Doppler. You have to make sure you don't hit him at specific times, otherwise he'll regenerate his health. Leo, those 7800 videos, were those running at NTSC or are they running PAL? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's being worked on, Gary. I remember seeing something on Anonymous, the Anonymous Discord a little while ago. Yeah, that's a lot of the bosses in this game, Jeff. It's one of those stereotypes that it exists for a reason. It's like a heavy portion of the bosses do that. They just go to the left and right, then left and right. Dude, you even put the comments in. I love the reference. The stream to end all streams. Comma man. After we banned that guy, didn't he keep making different accounts? And we had to keep banning him? Oh, that was great. I think that was one of those streams. May he always live on in infamy. Comma man. As long as you're still hearing sounds when you pick up your health, it means that you're refilling your sub-tanks. And when you no longer hear it, then you're filled. You're filled all the way up. Hey, we're good. Yeah, I know. It's been a few years now, Timo. I think it's been at least 2 to 3 years. Yeah, that would be nice, Gary. I totally agree. Like, what's the status of the Jaguar core? Is it still being worked on? Well, what about the PlayStation core, you know? Yeah. It's go time. Yeah, I totally agree, Gary. Yep, yep. Oops. Okay. Oops. Hit start. My bad. It's my last life, too. Oops. I double tapped by accident. Oh, Jesus. What am I doing? Stop it! I keep dashing by accident. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a difference between Yotego, though. Gary and other people. I mean, he's making bank on Patreon doing what he's doing. A lot of these other guys, you know, some of them are just doing it in their spare time. So it's, you know, I don't know, there is a slight difference. Thanks, VJ. We'll see if Sigma is a dick here. No, we got a decent pattern. Yeah, Leo, I want to say the 2600 core actually got an update recently. Let me check Al's Discord. Looks like the 2600 core got a new scaling option in February. Actually, before that, the last update was in November. Custom aspect ratio framework updated. Atari 2600 stereo mode added in October. Added black and white and player 1 and 2 difficulty switches to the gamepad. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's had many updates. Oh man, mobile Twitch is not good. It is not good. Oh yeah, baby. Shake it. Listen to that. I don't even know what to call this kind of music. Elevator music? Porn music? A mixture of both? Elevator porn music? I don't know, it doesn't sound right. Balls of steel. Hey, Velcro. Well, Nani, yeah, the fire itself doesn't do much damage, but you can get crushed. But Julie. No thanks, that requires effort. Yeah, right. There you go, guys. Rockman X3 for PS1. Stay tuned for a unboxing of a console right after this. Totally unrelated to Megaman X, but I figured it would allow us to keep the stream going just a little bit longer. Yeah, so they made an FMV out of the Super Nintendo's end sequence. Instead of just recreating the end sequence. They did overlay some images and video and whatnot, but... yeah, it doesn't look great today. Probably looks a little more respectable on a CRT, but not by much. Although I wonder what it looks like on a PVM. You'll need a Game Genie to attempt the Patchy boss. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hi, Patchouli. You do know that hurts, Patchouli, right? You little goober. What happened there? Okay, I'll keep going, I'll keep going, I'll keep going, jeez! I don't know if you want me to stop or if I'm offending you. She's not amused. Oh man. Had to do a Burger King run, missed the ending. Right on, dude. There she is. You gonna flip over? She still doesn't get it. Yeah, decline is not good. She's good, Mario. She's a good girl. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, get out of this. Oh, I can't! Well, that is pretty much it for the music. But I do have something else for you guys. We'll go ahead and switch it over to Patchy. So that's going to do it for this part of the stream. But I do have something else up my sleeve to keep this going for at least a few more minutes. Gotta find my FrameMeister remote first. What's going on here? Man, this is super bright. Oh, Jesus. This looks terrible, actually. I need to figure out how to do this better. Yeah! I ran a camcorder into my FrameMeister. I wanted to show you something that I got in the mail today. So this is no longer Megaman X3 related. Damn, I look so tired today, man. I can't wait to actually end the stream and just chill out. Although I can't really just chill out. I have to go to the grocery store. I gotta go get some bread so I can pack lunch for tomorrow at my second job. Is the audio flickering? It sounds weird and choppy. This has been happening lately. I don't know why. Audio is kind of flickery. How about right now? How about right now? I mean, I can always just... Okay, yeah, I hear what you're talking about. I don't know why it's doing that. I feel dead right now. It's still doing it. I'll try refreshing. Testing 1, 2. Yeah, it's still doing it. What the hell, dude? No, it is horrible. Dude, we're just going, oh, you're trying to be nice. Make me feel better. No, it's dog shit. It's horrible. Well, it sounded good because I disconnected my mic for 5 seconds. Yeah, I heard it too, Die Hard. I'm previewing it right now on my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it. I'll be right back. Testing 1 2. Testing, testing, testing. I still hear it, but it's not chopping up the audio at least. No, it's chopping up the audio now. Yeah. What the hell, dude? Testing, testing. Yeah, it's still doing it. What the hell, man? All right, let me reboot my computer. I'll be back. All right, testing, 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 testing. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I think it happened last week on the Mario 35 stream, and I don't know what I did to fix it then. No, it's still happening. It's happening again. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna do a quick audio recording, local recording, see what's going on. All right, so testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing, 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 testing. What is going on? How's everybody doing? Ye freaking ha! I'm tired. All right, let me play it back. Okay, I mean, so it is doing it on a local recording, so it's definitely not YouTube's end. It's my end. No, it shouldn't be an issue, Velcro. This isn't any different than what I was doing before. Yeah, you do realize my PS2 was running into the exact same device that this camera is running into. They're both going into my FrameMeister, so... So it's actually the exact same setup, believe it or not. Damn it, Don. Let me grab the Yeti, see if it's that. I wonder if my M Audio box is going bad. I've had it for a few years now. I've actually had it for a while. Alright, so we're using a totally different mic now. Hello. Would you like some cat ASMR? And it's the problem still there. Alright. Meg, forgot about us. I'm okay. We're having audio problems right now. And don't mind me. I'm fat and tired right now, so please do not mind me. I'm trying to figure out why my audio is screwed up. It's screwed up pretty badly. I already restarted my computer. I had 7 dislikes on this stream. It's crazy. Thanks, people. I don't know. Testing, testing, testing. It's still there. Oh, they were joke dislikes? I know I had like, you know, talked about it and hey, encrypted printer. I actually do wonder if it's my Elgato. I just deactivated it. Let's see what's going on. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, it's the freaking Elgato, man. Dude, I want to rip this capture card out of my computer right now and smash it with the hammer. I haven't smashed anything with the hammer since Zol 2. You know what? Instead of trying to sell this capture card, I might just smash it on with the hammer on stream. Because it's given me so many problems these last 5 years. Alright, I reactivated. Let's see if it breaks things again. Its audio was muted too. Like, why is it affecting? Oh my god. Are you serious? Why are you doing this? Why? I used to love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh man. Uh Dude, our Carlos, my Elgato is like 5 years old. I've had this thing forever now. Wow, now the Elgato is not even... Oh, no, there we go. Oh, look at that. It worked. I think we got it. No, 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 no. I know we didn't get it. Keep talking, Austin. Testing, testing, testing. Well, guys, I might have to just go straight to webcam. I thought I was being slick by hooking up a camcorder. Um... I don't even remember where my settings are. Crap, Gato! Testing, 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 testing. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's still there. Alright, last ditch effort, guys. After this, I'm just going straight webcam. Alright, testing, 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 testing. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Captain Carlos Obvious. Testing, testing, testing. Patchouli, you look like you're much lower resolution now. Oh man. Well, guys, we'll still do the unboxing. I'm gonna have to steal Patchouli's camera, which I'm sad about. But what that means is at least I can put on some sweet, sweet PS2 background noise. This is for the cat. Oh, thanks, society. Woo! Ah, sounds of ocean waves. Oops. All right, let me actually testing. Is the audio still screwed up? I might have to disable the Elgato completely. No, it sounds fine. Okay. Jeez. All right, here we go, guys. I hate it when my stuff messes up, but at least I can swivel the cam now. Oh, society, you don't have 5 minutes, man? You don't have 5 minutes? Come on, man. Come on. All right. So I got this baby in the mail today. So let's unbox it. Yeah, the Rockman X3s. You know, I need to stop previewing myself. I'm just hearing myself. Let me stop the stream. Not stop the stream, but stop the preview. It's weird. It's awkward listening to myself talk. Alright, there we go. Okay, let me take the headphones off. So, this is a Japanese 3DO FZ1. It arrived very quickly. It only took, like, not even a week to get here. Which was awesome. It was not cheap, but for what I got, the price is pretty good. And as you guys know, retro game prices are just going up like crazy. Let's see. I don't think anyone's going to be able to see that, but yeah, whatever. It was, I think, $260 after shipping. I'll go double check it on eBay after this. Uh-oh. This mic is not making it easy. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's open it up. Nice, Gary. Did it arrive already? Yeah, Gary, Deadly Groove, or Deadly Gaming, bought a 3DO FZ10 as well. Like, pretty much right at the same time. Oh, there's nothing in it, Jeff. Oh, actually, there's a little bit in it. It's not much. It's actually just water. It's not soda. So if it spills, it doesn't damage anything. It's just seltzer water. Dude, that's awesome, Gary. That was fast. So it looks like the guy used saran wrap on this. So let's go ahead and open that up. Yeah, so let me double check how much it cost. I think, like I said, I think it was 160 something. No, sorry, 260 something. Usually from Japan, shipping will be like anywhere from $50 to $80 for something like this. $242.73 after tax. Yeah, it was actually $228.99 and then tax. The 3DO is region free, yes. Did I lose my scissors already? Dude, I'm terrible at unboxing things. I put them up there. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys something else I got that's 3DO related as well. Something I bought from Uber Disco. And by the way, Uber Disco, did you check your PayPal, by the way? I sent you a little more, man. I think yesterday or the day before. Go check that to make sure you got it. So Uber, you might have a North American one. So this is the Japanese FZ10, and it uses a different color scheme than the FZ1 Japanese or the North American one. So the North American FZ10 uses the Japanese FZ1 art design where it's like red, green, blue. This is different shades, you know, it's magenta, yellow, purple, pink, whatever. Let me get my FZ1 real quick. Hey, Julie. Julie. Where are you going, girl? So this is what I was talking about. This is the design of the FZ10 box in North America. You see how it's blue and green and red? But the Japanese FZ10's the opposite. It's a different set of colors, which is another reason why I wanted one of these, because it's quite different. But this is the Japanese FZ1, which uses a different box design from the North American FZ1. It's one cool thing about collecting 3DO stuff is you got different box designs for different regions. Yet there are still some similarities. It's pretty cool. So But yeah, let's open this up. So yeah, Japanese FZ10. All 3DOs have no region protection, Robert. There's no 3DO with copy protection. Now, there are some games that might not be compatible with certain units. It's not because of copy protection or region protection. It's just because of slight hardware differences. And then there are some games, some Japanese games, that will not work on non-Japanese systems because there's a specific character font set that is not included in Western region consoles. So here's the controller. This is the JP2X controller. I already have one. It's my preferred controller for 3DO. It's the smaller kind. This one I have in box, I just got recently, is the bigger kind. It's got a headphone jack on it. So let me set that aside. You got some cables. So the FZ10 does use your polarized / non-polarized power cables. It's got an internal power supply. And then I'm not going to use these. It should have S-Video on the back, which is what I'll use. Oh, that's ripped. That's a bummer. Look at this. This is ripped right here. Oh, that sucks. Damn. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but, and the reason I pay up for really nice looking units on places like eBay is I expect them to be more solid than that. And the instructions are all bent. I don't remember... Was that the case? I thought the instructions looked really nice. Hold on. Let me look at the eBay listing real quick. Oh, that fucker. I know what he did. Oh, that son of a bitch. Pardon my French. He took multiple pictures of manuals, and he had a manual in one of the photos that was, like, pristine. And then he had another photo with this piece of garbage. And I mistook the one with the nice photo, like the nice manual in it, to be the one I was going to get. But then instead I got this. I mean, I'm glad I've got the manual, but I'm not glad I got it like this. You know, when you pay over $200 for a console like this, you want to make you want everything decent. I don't need everything pristine, but not crumpled up like someone's gonna go and throw it in, like, you know, throw it in my mailbox paperboy style. You Pichula, you want to play with this? No, you're too busy chomping your foot. Man, that's frustrating. Well, let's see how the unit is. I mean, the box is pretty good, though. Yeah, and I mean, I gotta say, the system looks pretty good, too. I mean, it does. So, I mean, at least I got a clean system. Watch out, Julie. You know what? I gotta say, this unit actually looks a lot better in person than I remember. I remember not being a huge fan of the FZ10. Like, once I got an FZ1, I was like, alright, I don't need one of these anymore, but I don't know, now that I've got it in my hands again, it actually looks a lot better than I remember. So this is the 3DO FZ10. It was the last model in North America. And unlike the previous two models in North America, you know, it's a top loader. Now you have to be really careful. There's a little tab here. Where is it? Yeah, it's one of these tabs. It's this tab on the right. It actually pushes a little switch. And that switch actually broke. Not the switch, but the little tab broke on my previous model. I have owned like multiples of these in the past. And it made it to where like I couldn't actually hit the button that makes the disc actually spin. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the console itself actually does look really good, so I'm very happy about that. The last couple of FZ10s I had, one of them had like these white splotches on it. Another one like had a couple scuffs, so like this one actually looks really good. So I'm happy about that, and the outer box looks really good. I am bummed about the manual, because I could have paid up like an extra $10 and got a pristine manual, I'm sure, you know. But I also went with this guy because he had really good feedback, a lot of sales, and he was going to do FedEx shipping, which meant it would have arrived quickly, so... No, you're not seeing that wrong. It does have, one controller port, but the controllers themselves, daisy chain together. So on the top of the controller, you take this panel off, and then you reveal another controller. A lot of people complain about that, but a couple of benefits to it. For one, the cables for 3DO controllers are fairly long. So, you know, that's not bad. Two, you don't have to buy multi-taps if you want to do, you know, more than 2-player games. And I think it supports up to 8 players or so, maybe even 10 daisy-chained. It supports a lot of players, so... So yeah, just about every 3DO controller has the daisy chain port. Well, not just about. I think there's some third-party ones that don't have it, but all first-party controllers have it. So it's weird relative to how other companies did it. It's just different. I don't think it's really weird so much. It is just different, you know, because it has a functional purpose. It's not like they did it just for shits and giggles. Like it. I don't know. They were doing something different that they probably thought was like pushing the medium forward in a way. At least it wasn't like the TurboGrafx, where it also only had one port and you had to buy a multi-tap just to do 2-player. This, you can still do 2-player even without the, you know, even without a multi-tap. So, but yeah, this is actually a real sticking point for people that like knock the 3DO. And I don't see it as a problem, honestly. You know, there are people that are like, well, your friend can just, like, rip the controller out and throw you across the room. I'm like, well, if you have a friend that's going to do that, and they're probably not a good friend. Alright, so that's that. I mean, the crappy manual aside, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that overall. I think it was a good buy. So, for those of you guys that don't know, the reason I got this was that my 3DO FZ1, it seems like it's overheating. It does not like reading CDRs, for more than like 20 minutes, even good Taiyo Yuden discs. And so, last time I had an FZ10, it read CDRs perfectly, even crappy ones. So, I do actually have my FZ1 in the shop for a recap. Hopefully that fixes the CDR issue, but if it doesn't, I should have this to rely on as a backup for playing CDR media. Then we can do more 3DO streams here. So that was the idea. Plus, with the different console design and box design, I'd have it for collector's purposes too. But it serves a functional purpose, as it'll probably allow me to, you know, open up my channel to the whole 3DO library again, which I haven't had access to recently because games are way too damn expensive now. Yeah, even once common like $5 3DO games are now like, you know, $20 to $25 games, like without the boxes, without the manuals, you know, disc in case or disc only, and then you start adding in the boxes and manuals, and they go to $50 and $60, and games that used to be $50 are now $100 and $120, and I just can't do it, man. And a lot of those games are the best games too, you know. So, but yeah, that's the reason I got this, but I'm going to show you something else too. I bought the official 3DO arcade stick off Uber Disco. So thank you very much, Uber Disco. He sent me the box and everything with it. Box has seen better days. It's a nice firm box, but it does have, you know, sun fading. So the box is definitely not pristine, but I'm glad I got the box, because when I'm not using it, I'm just gonna leave it in the box and put it in my closet. But yeah, I got the box with it, and this is the stick. Leo, it does not have a 240p switch. That was only the FZ1. It is possible to mod in a 240p switch, and Deadly Gaming actually bought one with a 240p switch mod. So, but yeah, this is the stick. It's got actual micro switches. It's got membrane buttons as far as I can tell. It feels just like an NES Advantage stick when it comes to the buttons. Actually, that's the perfect comparison. It feels just like an NES Advantage stick, except the difference is that, unlike the Advantage, which uses membrane, I mean, it's in pretty good condition overall. The backside's alright. It's got a bunch of scuffs and wear, but yeah, it's fine. It's typical for this kind of stick material to do that, to have wear. But the top side is like pristine. Feels very good. You know, really stoked to play Street Fighter with this. So, but yeah. So I thought that would be a fun way to end the stream, guys. You know, show you guys something a little bit different. And yeah, I don't really know what else to do. Oh, Leo, actually, I'm glad you're here. I didn't think I'd see you for a while. This is completely unrelated to 3DO, but I picked up one of these, Leo. Have you tried these for Xbox 360? I tried one of these in my store last week to test, and I was like, dude, this is really cool. And I bought one. They were cheap. It was like 20 bucks. So it's like the official 360 Microsoft like handheld steering wheel. It uses motion controls, and it's got 2 triggers. And these little rings here, they light up with green LEDs when you're playing. And you've got face buttons, and up front, this little panel is actually the Xbox home button. And it makes a clicky sound. And then you got start and select there, or start and back. It's really high quality material. I've seen these around and I was like, that's a dumb controller, but I didn't realize they were Microsoft. Microsoft has really good build quality on their accessories. And I thought it would be awesome to try to play like Outrun 2006 with it. Or, not Outrun 2006, Outrun Live Arcade or whatever it's called. Sega Rally Online Arcade. Daytona USA, stuff like that. So yeah. Maybe that'll be my, like, one of the upcoming streams. We'll try this with 360 racing games. That'd be cool. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, you just hold it like this, and you just, you know, turn left and right. The triggers feel really good. Yeah, so I'll let you know what I think about it, Leo. Yeah, it's cool. So, looking forward to trying that out. You can actually, you actually set it down right here, so like it just sits perfectly. You can spin it around. It's pretty neat. If you do it the other way, I think it just rests on the back side. But I like setting it down like this because it just, I think that was by design. You just go, I'm done. You just set it down like that. Dark Souls wheel run. Well, that's the thing about this, is that it just mimics the analog stick. Now, I don't think it's got forward and backwards motion. I think it's literally just left and right. So it's just a steering wheel. I don't think you can use it forward and back. So, what I could do, though, is use it as a wireless controller for arcade games. I could, because it's got the D-pad here and face buttons. I could try to play Contra with it. Yeah, actually, you know what? I might do that. See how it works, with Xbox Live Arcade games. Man, you guys are like getting the gears turning. That'd be fun, actually. Oh yeah, the battery compartment's kind of weird too. It's actually in the back here. I think I have to hold this down. Yeah, and this little thing pops out. And the batteries go in at this weird angle. Right there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, we're just going to keep the stream going for another 5 hours. We're just going to test out the racing wheel now. No, not really. I do have to actually get out of here. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to gorge out on crappy junk food tonight. Which is actually bad because I don't know, fat right now. But, yeah, I think I'll probably end up trying out the FZ10. Maybe, probably not tonight because, you know, I do want to try to get to bed a little bit earlier. Try to get some rest and, but I will think about streaming Friday, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna wing it. I streamed last Friday and it was fun, but I feel like I shouldn't have streamed because I've just been doing too much lately. We've been working way too much. I treat, YouTube is like work for me, with how much I do it. And since I work 7 days a week for the time being, adding YouTube in just adds more to the pile. And I still have some videos to edit too. I started editing my Street Fighter 2 dual play a couple days ago, and I've probably only made it like a quarter of the way through the video. I still have a long way to go on it. It's a real tedious one to edit. It's not very exciting. And so yeah, I do need to finish that. I'm not rushing those because I don't mind if I give it another week or two before I upload it. I would like to do more uploaded content for you guys, but I'm not stressing over it. If it comes to Saturday and I still haven't posted it to Patreon backers, I'll just post it maybe the next week and then make it public on YouTube a few days after that. I did record a Let's Play for Clay Fighter on Super Nintendo. That just came out of the blue. I had just learned how to beat the game consistently, so we did a Let's Play on it. It's not going to be a whole lot of editing on that one because it's a pretty basic game. Not a whole lot of stuff to like explain, but that'll be fun. And then I to follow that up, I'd like to do a Super Nintendo fighting game stream eventually. Probably in the coming weeks. And then I'll dabble with this, see how many of the discs I have already work on this, see how well it works, and maybe we can toss in another 3DO variety stream. Xbox 360 racing wheel stream would be really fun too. I'd definitely like to try that. And yeah, no, this FC10 is really clean, Uber Disco. It's very nice, yeah. It's actually the nicest FC10 I've ever had. A couple of the ones I've owned previously have had scuffs, or they've had weird, like, plastic splotches. It's weird. So this one looks great. So we'll see if it works. I hope it works. Yeah, see, now that'll be a major problem if it doesn't work. But yeah, it does look great. It's very nice, very nice. So, yeah. And that's actually really cool that the 3DO will do 50 and 60 hertz with the same unit. Now, you don't want to plug this straight into, a European power outlet. You'll blow it up, most likely. Yeah, it only does 100 volts, so yeah, you'll blow it up. You'll need a step-down converter or step-up converter? I don't know. Whatever you have to use in Europe. But at least it supports games at 50 hertz, which is nice. Yeah, don't jinx it, right? Well, my FZ1, I can't get the AV expansion door open. Oh, there we go. So that's where the MPEG cart slot goes. Or, that is the cart slot. That's where the MPEG cart goes, I should say. My FZ1 Uber Disco I bought, it actually didn't work when I got it. And you know what? I don't think I tried it for a little while after I bought it. I think I had just bought it and just left it in the box. There's another expansion port. I think this is for memory, but the memory expansion is very rare, very uncommon. And it's not memory as in like RAM, it's just storage space. So it expands the storage space. Hey, Odd One. Yeah, it's in very nice shape, man. It's really good. And for those of you guys who's joining us, I'll show you the box again. The box isn't as crispy, but it's still not bad. Alright, let me put this stuff away. So yeah, here's the box. The box isn't bad, which is one of the reasons I got it. It's got some wear on the top. It looks like it's sun faded on the top. You can see that something was sitting on top of it because it's not as faded as the rest. But overall, it's not bad. That's the back side. There's a little bit of wear up here. You know, like I said, this type of stuff I don't really care about. And it's got price tags and everything. Like, I don't care about that stuff. If you're trying to find truly mint stuff, for one, you got to pay up. You got to pay even more money, right? But two, you're going to be searching forever, right? So for someone like me, I just like collecting the box consoles. For one, if I'm not using them, like if my FZ1 comes back and it works perfectly fine with CDRs, well, I'm going to use that for streaming. And this will basically just be as like a backup / collector piece. If it doesn't work right with CDRs, then this is going to be my main system. So, but I still like collecting hardware with the boxes. And if I'm not using a console that has a box, I just leave the console in the box. If it's something like this that might end up being a backup where I don't use it regularly, it'll just stay in the box, and then when I want to use it, I'll just bring it out. So the box, you know, is for collector's purposes, but it's also, you know, it does serve a storage purpose as well. So it keeps the console nice and safe. It's got the styrofoam and everything in it, so you know I can bang it around and it's not going to hurt the console. So, yep. But yeah, super stoked to play more 3DO games. Between fixing the FZ1 and getting this, we should be able to read CDRs. There is an optical drive emulator for the system, but it's by a dude in Russia. And, yeah, it's by a dude in Russia, and he wants like $360-something for it. It's pretty ridiculous. So, and I think that's before shipping. So it was like, try to do that and wait forever to get it and hope it works well, or get the FZ1 fixed, buy this, it still costs less money in the end, and just use CDRs. And I'm totally okay with CDRs. I don't mind it. I already have a bunch, so. Plus the Russian guy is kind of sketch to deal with, apparently. He's kind of a weird one. He's been around a while, and he's had his mod available for a long time, but it's, yeah, I don't know. If I can avoid having to deal with him, it's probably for the better. So, but yeah, we'll see. So, you guys have any last minute questions or comments or anything? I can chill for a couple more minutes. Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, Patchouli. Hey, Patchouli. What you doing, Patchouli? Hey, you. Patchouli. Oh man. Yeah, so I don't know. Interesting stream. We found out my Elgato's crap with my camcorder for some reason. Seems to be only when I'm using the camcorder on it. Maybe I won't smash it with the hammer, but I'm definitely looking forward to no longer using it. So. Yeah, that's always a possibility too, Leo. And I heard some rumblings that some of the established newer guys in the scene, more reliable Western guys, are working on a solution. So, I mean, hopefully that's the case. The joystick is good, Mario. Well, I haven't used it yet because my FZ1's in the shop and I haven't hooked this up yet, obviously. So, I got this last week. But yeah, I'll definitely use it and let you guys know what it's like. I also want to do a 3DO video, kind of like my Sega Saturn talking about video. Yeah. Come here, Patchouli. Come here, man. Come on, man. Come on, Patchouli. Patchouli, Patchouli. Patchouli, Patchouli. What are you doing? You're just meowing at me. No, I already bought the capture hardware, dude. Do you not listen to me, Carlos? I have the capture hardware. I haven't installed it yet. It involves me getting down on my hands and knees, uninstalling the Elgato drivers, pulling the Elgato card out, swapping another card to a different slot, and then hoping that card works, testing that, then taking the actual newer HDMI card I got, putting it in, getting the drivers, running tests, hoping to, it's work, man. It's time consuming. So, but I have it. I showed it off last week. I have the card. Well, that's no excuse, Carlos. You already knew I had the card. I've talked about it a ton. Already knew, Carlos. You can't excuse your way out of this one. Shit, I've been talking about this new capture card for a while now. It's a DataPath Vision LC HD2. It's this guy right here. And it's a pretty small card. Apparently it works very well. This company makes higher end products. They sell business to business. They don't sell directly to consumers. So if someone like myself wanted to buy one, I'd have to try to reach out directly and tell them what it's for, or buy one used. And so that's how I got mine. It was about $230. Brand new. They apparently retail for $600. So it's got two inputs. One of them does 4K 30. The other does 1080p 60. They'll both do 1080 60, but so this is it. I just need to spend time to install it. So it's expensive. I mean, like I said, all your tips and donations, man, they help out a ton, because even as a hobby, this shit's not cheap. You know, I bought the 3DO because I wanted a fail-safe way of playing 3DO games for the stream. That's a couple $100 down the drain. To get rid of my Elgato and have more capture flexibility, it's another couple $100 down the drain. It just keeps going, man. If I want to make the stream better, it's just money, 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 money. So, I have no doubts that it'll work better. I have a DataPath capture card already for RGB stuff, and it's amazing. So I have faith that this will be pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't a $2,000 capture card or a $1,200 one like my old one was originally when it was new 10 plus years ago. But this seems to be geared more towards consumer level stuff, but based on their other products I've used and all the other stuff they have available, I think this is probably going to be a lot higher quality. I think it's going to be reliable. I think that's the key. My Elgato is just not reliable. If it worked consistently, I'd have no reason to replace it outside of, you know, wanting an extra HDMI input on the same card. That's my problem with the Elgato, is it's just very terrible driver support, and yeah, it struggles with certain inputs or sources, like my camcorder through the FrameMeister. Although, to be fair, if I ran the camcorder into the Elgato directly, that would be different. I think it's the camcorder into the FrameMeister that's playing games with the Elgato. But my PS2 into the FrameMeister doesn't have a problem. My AVS into the FrameMeister doesn't have a problem. But yeah, I mean, if the Elgato stuff just worked perfectly fine all the time, then I'd have no reason to replace it. But it doesn't, you know? And the Elgato cards, I think my HD60 Pro was like $190 or something when I bought it. Yeah. Well, that's another thing, Leo, is I have no doubt this will handle resolution switching better. We're gonna put it through its paces once I get it installed. First thing I'm gonna do probably is hook up something like the Super Nintendo, run it into the FrameMeister. Every time we switch a game, I have to reset the console so it loses the signal, right? We'll see how it handles it, and if we go a whole night without any problems, then we know we're good. So, but we'll see. We will see. Alrighty, folks, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. So thanks for hanging out. I'll try to have the archive up maybe tomorrow night, something like that. And you alright, girl? You alright, Pajoy? You alright, sweetie? You're good. You're good, girl. She's good. Yeah, take care, Die Hard. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for hanging out. But, alrighty, guys. Hey, Schnook. Long time no see. Yeah, take it easy. I gotta go do some grocery shopping. And then, yeah. Yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Take care.